So Adam is the first human being. And Adam is from, most of them say it's from Udma, Udmat al-Ard, because he was taken from the topsoil of all the earth. Allah took, and that's why we have white, black, brown, yellow. We have all these different colors, red, because all of the different soils are there in Adam. And so we have what they call recessive genes. The dominant gene is dark, right? We know that. So light comes out of the, and that's why Adam was tawny, he was dark, and Hawa was dark. They had to have been. Hawa in Arabic is one of the meanings of it. Al-Ahwa is very dark. So that's the first. الذي هو أبو البشر. He's the father of humanity. ويجري هو من سائر الناس مجرى البذر. So he really, amongst human beings, he takes the place of the seed. الذي منه أنشئ غيره. From it, others were created. So from the seed comes other seeds, right? So he's the first. الباري تعالى قد تولى بنفسه إيجاده. So Allah took it upon Allah to create Adam directly, without intermediary. إيجاده. وتربيته, and also to educate him, to raise him, and to teach him. كما نبه تعالى عليه بقوله ما منعك أن تسجد لما خلقت بيدي. So he says to Iblis, what has prevented you from prostrating or bowing down to us, bowing down to what I have created with my own hand, بيدي. وقوله تعالى وعلم آدم الأسماء كلها. And Adam was taught, Allah taught Adam all of the names. So allama Adam. So allama in Arabic, alama is a mark. And as we know, the cuneiform writing, the original writing was actually allama. It was to imprint into mud. And so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that it's been imprinted in us, this knowledge of naming. And what naming is being able to see the universal in the particular. This is the gift that Allah has given the human being, is called abstraction, tajrid. Yujarridu al-kulliyya min al-juz'iyya. He sees the universal in the particular. And so this is essentially tawheed. We have been created as muwahideen. We are making everything one. So the muwahid is the one who makes something one. So when we talk about book, like I say, this is a book. What is a book? This is one book. But what is a book? How is it that our intellects can derive out of one particular book the concept of book? So we can have big books, little books, fat books, skinny books, written books, picture books, Japanese books, Persian books, Arabic books, but they're all books. What is that? Our ability to see the bookness of a book. That is the ability to make many one. And that's what Adam has been taught to do. He's been taught to make many one. So all of these attributes of God that look like pluralities, that in many cultures they end up being worshipped, like Shiva and Kali, right? These are different, these are attributes of God, but they personified into actual other than God, beside God, right? So seeing the many in the one, seeing the one in the many, not the many, not getting al-hakamu takathuru. You have been distracted by multiplicity. Takatharat al-ashya. You're distracted by multiplicity. Hatta zurtum al-maqabir. Until you go to the source. Right? You're distracted. I mean, takathur means obviously also accumulation of wealth. But takatharat al-ashya. Multiplicity is takathur. So you're distracted by multiplicity. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us this gift that He taught Adam. وَالثَّانِي بَنُوهُ, and then his children by extension. وَمُوجِدُهُ أَيْضًا الْبَارِي, He created them also, Al-Bari, the Creator. تعالى ولكن جعل إنشاءهم وتربيتهم وتعليمهم بوسائط جسمانية وروحانية. But He made their nurturing and their education by means, both material and immaterial. Both material and immaterial, bodily and spiritual. فَالْجِسْمَانِ كَالْأَبَوَيْنِ, so our parents are the source of our material existence. وَرُوحَانِ كَالْمَلَائِكَةِ, and the immaterial is the angels that are actually, they are the ones that make sure everything's happening properly. So they're actually with us all the time. They're our guardians, but they're also in the womb. They're making sure that everything is happening that's meant to happen, for good or ill. كما روي في الخبر الولد يكون 40 يوما نطفة. So الذين يتولون إنشاءه وتربيته كما روي في الخبر الولد يكون 40 يوما نطفة ثم يصير علقة ثم يصير مضغة ثم يبعث الله ملكا فينفخ فيه الروح. So the child, and see the walad is, and Allah says al-walad, look at this, for all these pro-abortion people. The walad is 40 days, a nutfa. أَوَلَمْ تَكُنْ nutfa, weren't you a nutfa? Like you were never a nutfa, we were all nutfa, right? 40 يوما nutfa, which is the zygote. And it's not 40 days. This hadith is actually more correct, because there are different narrations of this hadith. So the idea of 120 has been clearly disproven by modern embryology. And science will dictate if it's absolute. If it's qat'i, then you have to reinterpret the hadith. If science is qat'i, you have to reinterpret the hadith. So we don't have any doubt about the embryological stages anymore. This is ilm qat'i. And so the idea that it's 120 days is just, it's, even though that is the jamhur and the vast majority, there are ulama that said 40 days. But it's clear that it's 40 days. So here, and then Allah, so it becomes nutfa, zygote, and then it becomes alaqa, it clings to the womb, so it embeds. The zygote moves down, so the fallopian tube, when the boeda comes out, and then the many comes, they meet. And that is an incredible meeting. Because that is the moment of creation, that Allah is bringing a new creation into existence. And all of us went through that. And when they meet, immediately, biological life begins. The boeda doesn't, it's not biological life. The many is not biological life. Right when they meet, biological life begins. And this is a completely unique set of genetic. في أي صورة ما شاء ركبك. In any form that He created to combine you. Allah says that in the Quran. He combined you. And now they talk about combinatorial DNA. Allah combined the human being. From all of, the Prophet ﷺ said, every child, every single human being, from Adam and Eve all the way down to your creation, every single one of them participated in your coming into existence. And we know that now with material sciences. The Prophet told us that. Who told the Prophet that? عَلَّمْهُ شَدِيدَ الْقُوَّةِ. So he says that it becomes alaqa, it embeds into the womb, and then it becomes a mudgha. The initial stages, it looks like a chewed piece of flesh. And you can see this now with microscopes. They see this. It looks chewed piece of flesh. And then it becomes, after the mudgha, and then it becomes ilam and kasawna al-ilam al-lahma, and then Allah creates a new creation. ثُمَّ يَبْعَثُ اللَّهُ مَلَكًا فَيَنْفُخُ فِيهِ الرُّوحِ. So the angel brings in the ruh.